I'm human and I change my mind a little bit too often. This is probably the left side of your screen, isn't it? Or is it the... I don't know. Let's see if we can read all of them this month. Hello lovely bookworms, I'm Esmay from Paradise of Pages on Instagram and also on Twitter, and welcome to a new video. Sorry by the way about this very annoying glare in the background. I'm going to try and sit in front of it. That said, today is going to be an interesting video. You've already seen from the title what we're doing, so you already know that it's another round of Game of the Books, but I have already uploaded a Books I Want to Read Soon video. However, I did really want to still do a September Game of the Books. I am stubborn, I'm human, and I change my mind a little bit too often. So, we're doing a TBR, and I thought, you know, we're gonna do a Game of the Books. It's basically just the way it usually is. 5 rolls. If I surpass a 63, an extra book. Prompts, everything, nothing different from usual, so let's begin. Okay, welcome to another round of Game of the Books. I don't know if you can see it, but the board has taken a little bit of a hit. I have no idea what happened. I had it in the same spot that I usually do. It's coming off, so we might have to make a new one soon, but we'll see about that. For now, this is what we have, so this is what we're going to use. I think I can still see the colors and the cards are still good, so let's just get going with roll number 1. 11. That's a pink. We are running low on pinks. Read a book with a red cover. I mean, that is always a good prompt to have. Roll number 1 was a red, and it also said read a book with a red cover. So I actually had to go through my shelves because I have a lot of books that have red but aren't completely red, and the ones that are completely red are either ones that I've already read or either ones that I've already read multiple times. The Wrath and the Dawn, basically. I'm never gonna shut up about that book, guys. Never. That said, I did find a book, and the one that I found is Crown of Oblivion by Julie Eschbaugh, and I am super excited to get into this, actually. I put this on the TBR, or basically the books that I want to read soon, and then I think I said Crown of Midnight, or Crown of something else, but it's Crown of Oblivion, and this is, I think as I mentioned, about a race, so I'll read you the back. It's not that long. Since the day I signed up to race, everywhere I go I feel the breath of death on the back of my neck. But tonight is the first I hear its footsteps. 3 figures stand slightly uphill, draped in long black robes, their faces concealed by hoods. In their gloved hands, each of them holds a syringe. So basically I think this is about a girl that participates in a certain race, and if you win this race, you get a lot higher up the social ladder, so to speak, and you get a little bit of a better life. It's basically Hunger Games but in race form, I think. At least that's the kind of vibe it gives me. That said, I'm not sure if that is in any way, shape or form correct, but I hope I can tell you that at the end of the month. So that was roll number 1. Let's continue on to roll number 2. Moving on to roll number 2. 16 is 27. Yellow. Read a book with magic. Ooh, I like that one. And so the second roll was a yellow. We seem to really be going down the color spectrum that I have on the right side of the board. This is probably the left side of your screen, isn't it? Or is it the... I don't know. Anyway, it was a yellow, and it was read a book with magic. And I've recently acquired an ARC that I was sent very, very kindly by the author Josie, and that is The Wolf and the Water. And I believe that once I read the synopsis, there's some kind of magic in here. Might be very wrong, but we're gonna stretch it out anyway and read this. I think in general, wolves and stuff is concerned, there's usually some kind of magic, and I'm super excited to get into this arc, so I'm putting it on my TBR for this month. Okay, let's move on to roll number 3. I need to move to the right so you don't see that. There you go. Roll number 3. Is that a 1 or a 7? That's a 1 because the 7's over here. 1. So 28 is a green. Read a book with a celestial body in the title. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Let's hope this actually works. Okay, so roll number 3 was a green, and it said read a book with a celestial body in the title. And I think that what I meant, once I made the game a very long time ago, is that I wanted some kind of moon, lunar, stars, something that has to do with the stars, the moon, the celestials, anything, Jupiter, something along those lines. So, for this one, I thought I would pick Eclipse because I am really in the mood to reread Twilight and also read the entire series and read Midnight Sun. And Eclipse, I think New Moon would also count because New Moon. But either or, really, I'm going to attempt to read both because why not? So I'm going to just say New Moon and Eclipse. I think Breaking Dawn wouldn't work, and, well, Twilight might work. No, that's more of a time of day. But New Moon and Eclipse definitely works. You have now seen this multiple times, just switching in and out. Editing Esmay will love me afterwards. She probably won't, but that's fine. So, third-ish book is basically Twilight series. Let's see if we can read all of them this month. Alright, roll number 3. It's another 11, making it 39, is a blue. We're going all colors of the rainbow today. Read a book above 400 pages. Okay, it's gonna be that kind of month. That's okay. That's fine. We can do this. Okay. So next up is a blue card, and this one says, read a book above 400 pages, and I happen to have a book on my TBR that is, I think, over 600 pages, so we're gonna attempt that, and let me quickly grab it. That is The Empire of Gold by S.A. SCRIBD. This hefty, painful book, because I already know this, not because I finished it, because Femke has finished it. Oh, it's over 700 pages. 752 to be exact, minus the, what is it called? Not the summary, the index with names? Glossary? No, there's a specific name for that, but I don't remember at the moment. But this is the continuation of The City of Brass and the Empire of, no, and the Kingdom of Copper. This is the Empire of Gold. It's the third and final book in this series, and I am scared out of my mind, but I need to read it, and I think I'm going to do this while reading it and also listening to the audiobook, just to make it a little bit more easy on myself. And I am in general just so excited to get into it. So, that said, let's see if we can read this 700-page book. It's nearly double the prompt. It's nearly 800 pages. It's nearly double the prompt, but that's fine. We can manage. Some of the other ones that are on here aren't as big, she says, as she put the entire Twilight series on her TBR. Anyway, let's get to the final roll. And I think the final roll, let's roll, is 10, making it 49. Another blue. Let a friend pick your book. Okay, I love that one. Femke already picked me a book recently, so we're gonna pick that one up. Okay, so last one was another blue. I hope I haven't mixed them up, so that I mixed up the blues, because basically what I do is I film the entire board first and then film this. It's just a lot easier. But the final one was another blue one, and that is Let a Friend Pick Your Book. And I happen to have had a gift from Femke, so I'm considering that as picking it. Also, I asked on Twitter a couple of days ago which book I should read next, and this one was in the mix, and she actually texted me that she chose this one because I need to read it. I don't think she has read it, but she picked it for me. So, that's the book we're gonna read, and that is The Girl Who Stole an Elephant. I am so excited. If you say elephants, I will light up like a Christmas tree. And in general, I am just such a big animal lover, but elephants in general are my all-time favorites. If you know me personally, you know this. If you go to the zoo with me, I'm sorry, because we'll be at the elephant habitat for multiple hours. No, it's not that bad, but I tend to linger a little bit. That said, this is basically about a girl who I believe steals crown jewels and takes off on an elephant. So I'm excited. It's not that big, which is nice in comparison to the chunker I had before this, and I'm just in general very, very excited to get to it. I want to start it now, but I want to start all of them now, which would be a slight problem. That said, this is the final book for the month. Okay, so we are already at the end of the video. These are all the books that I'm going to put on my TBR for this month. 5 in total. Well, 10 in total if you count all of the Twilight books, which I am. But I don't think I have rambled and mumbled too much, which I'm not going to do now, I promise. And yeah, these are all that I want to read. Sorry that this video is a little bit late. I am human and I change opinions a lot, and hence why it's late. That said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and press that little bell icon so that you get post notifications every single time that we post, and I definitely hope to be seeing you guys in the next one. Bye!